This is my second part of my video review of the Kendal and Hyde Classic Satchel and Large. This is going to be the review of the interior of the bag. So, talking about the front flap first. Couple very unique things that Kendal and Hyde does that you don't see typically in bags at this price point is they left the raw leather here. Almost universally, these bags tend to be lined with pigskin, and the reason for that is pigskin has a very soft touch feel, has a great hand feel to it, but is also incredibly tough. So though it is thinner than cowhide, it is incredibly tough and will not tear. This leaving the cowhide here is a beautiful design choice, though one thing you do lose out on is the durability of the pigskin and kind of another version of leather along the inside that you kind of get to play around with and enjoy these types of bags. However, I do really like it. It is extremely soft touch, feels very, very nice. It's going to age very well with the bag, so I have no complaints about it. It's just a unique design choice that Kendal and Hyde chose. Like Marlando and unlike Saddleback, rather than using a metal bar along the top to reinforce the side where you have the handle, they use a second piece of leather at the same thickness and of the same quality as the vegetable tan leather used in the rest of the bag to create this. You also get beautiful handmade rivets here and great craftsmanship holding together even the individual pieces of leather to hold together the strap that holds this larger strap in place, as well as the little pieces of leather that hold the handle in place. Along the inside, in the front big pocket, you have one side that is that finished vegetable tan leather, and along the other side you get the raw leather, and along the bottom you get the raw leather. So a nice open pocket allowing you to put a lot of objects into here. The one advantage of this bag is you don't waste this pocket on putting your iPad or your laptop in. You primarily will end up using and putting books and papers and binders and whatever else, because this middle divider that's usually one piece of leather in most designers is actually 3 separate pieces of leather. And what that allows you to do is create a 15-inch natural MacBook Pro pocket that goes right here. So you have a nice little laptop pocket that fits your laptop right in here, protects it snugly in the middle of the bag. So the things you put in the front and things you put in the back are naturally protecting that laptop, so that if the bag gets hit on either side, the energy is not directly transferred to your laptop. It goes through many layers before it gets to that. Second kind of flap here, it's a nice little iPad flap, so you can throw your iPad right in here, so you can carry both if you want to, and it's small enough that your iPad's not rocking around and throwing around and you feel like, you know, that thing is flopping around and you're afraid the screen's going to get scratched. You can just throw your iPad in here and it holds it extremely nicely. There's enough give in both of these pockets that you don't have to stretch out the leather to get it in. The middle pieces they used were slightly larger than the width of the bag, so it allows that natural opening that just comes along. The front of the pocket, the front pocket of this, like some of my other complaints of saddleback bags, you have a loss of negative space here, meaning that though you have this great large front pocket, because of the 2 smaller pockets here, it's actually really hard to access the space underneath the pockets, which means that you naturally are not going to throw a lot of things down in here, because you will have the psychological effect of thinking that this front part is already really filled, which means that it usually goes unused. Now that's not to say that these 2 smaller pockets are not well made. There's a nice little D-ring here for you to put on a key leash or keys or spare keys if you want to. Inside the first open pocket that's a little bit smaller, you have 2 little pieces, pen holders here, so you can slide your pens in and throw out the rest of what you need into that open pocket. Your second pocket, like the Marlando, is a covered pocket. Instead of using a strap system with a buckle, they have used just the stud system with a hole, allowing you to get quick access to this pocket, but at the same time secure it with just the stud instead of throwing a strap in. plus or minus which one you like. It does allow them to show off a little bit more of the brass hardware using the stud system, and I do enjoy it. I think it looks very, very nice. Overall, the interior of this bag is extremely well made, extremely well thought of. I do wish that they used some sort of leather lining along the interior, but this raw leather does work well on its own. So this is my second part of my 3-part review of the Kendal and Hyde Classic Satchel.